Hey guys, this is Ben with Steuart. Today we're going to talk about one of our company values, which is QBQ, which says we take full responsibility for our actions personally and professionally in every situation. There's always something we can do to change and improve. This value is based off of a book called QBQ, which stands for The Question Behind the Question. This book, we have every one of our new team members read this before we get started here. So this video is just going to touch on briefly what QBQ is and what it means for our company and the expectation of it for our workers. QBQ is based on the principle of personal accountability. If you think about like our natural inclination, and anytime there's a situation, whether it's personally, professionally, at work, at home, in our finances, anytime there's something bad that happens, a mistake that happens, our natural habit or inclination is to blame someone else, either blame, procrastinate, or victimize ourselves. So blaming meaning like, we mess up on an order for a customer, it's easy to blame production or blame someone else, or if the shipping came late from a vendor, it's easy to blame the vendor. Procrastinate could be when you know there's something that you could do that's within your control to make a change in your life or to take ownership of something. It's just waiting, and instead of making the change today, is just pushing it off for tomorrow. Victimizing is basically saying that instead of I can make this change, it's taking the empowerment away from yourself and saying that no, if I'm someone that always comes in late, I just am always that kind of person, or I can't change that part about myself. So those are the three different areas where we don't take ownership in our lives, or three different ways that we tend not to. And the expectation for working here at our company is that we will take ownership in every area of our life. It's not that we're not going to make mistakes. It's that when a mistake is made, we want everyone to take ownership of what they could have done differently to improve or change the situation. And this could have a huge impact on your personal life as well as here at work. But at work, if you're working on the line, for example, if a mistake is made, if you're on the line or anywhere on that team, you had a part to play in that mistake. So for one example could be if we're bottling liquid supplements in 2-ounce bottles, and we're supposed to put 12 bottles to a case, and let's say there's 8 team members working on that line, and there's a new team member working at the end of the line boxing the bottles where they were putting in 11 bottles to a box instead of 12. Our natural inclination could be, if I'm the project manager, could be when the customer complains to me is, well, it's not my fault, it's production's fault, or it's quality's fault. And you go to quality, and quality could say, well, I told them how to do it right, and the team lead didn't execute it properly. And the team lead could blame the production worker that's new and say, well, I didn't have enough time to train them on how to do it properly, or they just made a bad mistake. And even down to the production worker, they could say, well, it's not my fault, I'm brand new here, how am I supposed to know what to do? Where with a QBQ mindset, it starts at the top with me personally. Is if I'm the leader, it's my fault no matter what, because I'm the one leading by example in every situation. For me, I set the precedent for how other people should be taking ownership and how we should be working as a company in terms of quality, to how we execute projects. Quality, if the mistake happened in their quality program, it is their fault. There's something that they could have done differently to improve the training program, to improve the quality checks, the way that we onboard new team members in regards to quality could have improved that. You think of the team lead, maybe instead of blaming the production worker, they could think, well, for me, instead of taking the extra time to train that individual, I decided to go work on something else that was a little bit easier for me. And for the production worker, they could be, instead of thinking victimizing, well, I'm a new team member, how am I supposed to know this? It could be, well, I should have been paying attention more carefully when they were teaching me how to do this, or if I didn't fully understand, I should have asked the question to make sure that others were aware of it. So, and even when you're working next to someone on a production line, if they make a mistake, we want everyone to take ownership of, next time I can do a better job of training that individual, of checking in with them to make sure everyone's doing a good job and that we're all on the same page or understanding. So with QBQ, it's not an expectation that you won't make a mistake. It's that when a mistake is made, everyone takes ownership of their part of what they could have done to change or improve the situation. And why we think this is so impactful and why we stress this so much is that if someone takes accountability for every area of their life, every area of their life will improve. When they stop blaming other people, when we stop victimizing ourselves, when we stop procrastinating, when we look at, there's so much more that's within our control that we don't realize, but when we ask the question behind the question of what can I do to improve, that's where people really see transformation in their lives. And the more that you apply this principle in your everyday life and at work, it impacts not just you, but also those around you. It improves our customers' success. It improves our company's success. It improves your opportunity to work here, but also your coworkers' job. Just their overall job performance is going to improve the more that you take ownership yourself. So that's where we really see this as a higher calling to our work and just something that we really stress here at our company. If you want to learn more about our values and how we implement them and lead our culture, like this video and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next video.